Good morning, Ethan Shaw.
Oh, hey, Ethan Polk. How are you today?
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. It's the United Wastemen. SpiritLive.
Welcome back, everybody. United Wastemen. Oh, my goodness. Good Wednesday morning. It's March 4th, 2020. Me and Ethan Shaw are back in the studio
We are.
for another episode of United Wastemen. Load more technical difficulties today.
Yeah. We were scrambling a little beforehand.
It was already a rough morning. I can't lie. I don't know why. It was just one of those ones where I didn't feel like getting out of bed.
Yeah, it was a tough one. Yeah.
That's okay. And then we got to the studio.
Couldn't remember the password to the
to our YouTube channel. I think we're streaming now.
We're good now. Good. Yeah,
we have two people watching. I'm not sure. I think that might be a real viewer.
Yeah, maybe.
At least one might be a real viewer.
Probably an accident.
Probably an accident. Shout out to two people watching us here at Live Radio. We got a lot of things that I got to cover today. We went to a Glorious Sons concert.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Shout out Adam Shaw.
Adam Shaw.
Adam Shaw, Mr. Shaw, Ethan's dad. Blessed me and Talia with the tickets, and as well as you and Alex. But you guys were already planning on going.
Yes, but then he couldn't make it to the city, so the four of us went, and it was really fun.
Yeah, it was super cute.
They're very good live.
Yeah, no, they're super talented. And my sister had gone and see them in Kingston, and she said that was one of the best shows she's ever seen live.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, it was one of the best shows I've seen live, which is incredible. But I think what the key difference was the availability of beers. Beers definitely happened.
Beers did, and they were very expensive.
I hope my dad won't see this later, but I'm sorry, parents, but I may have dropped upwards of $50 on beers at the game at the concert.
How much did you pay for that big one?
The big one? It was $18. I won't even lie. Wow. It was $18, not including the tip. It was such a bad decision. But you know when you're super drunk, you're just like, I don't care how much it is. I just want more beer.
$18. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It was bad. It was bad. It was like when we were at that party on Saturday. Yeah. And we're at the bottom of our old English 40s.
And it was like, oh, we should have more. But
should we head over to the LCBO? And we're like,
it's a good call to not
pace ourselves.
The point was to save money that night and spend $7 on an Old English 40, which we plan to talk about as well.
Yeah. Right? Old English 40s now. I think we were talking about the hot take earlier about Old English. They taste good. It is what it is.
I would say for the first third of the Old English 40, it does not taste good. But as you get into it, it tastes pretty good.
Okay.
And an Old English 40, for like people who don't know, is this like 1.2 liters of beer, and it's like 8%.
Yeah.
It's malt liquor. It's very like mediocre. But
you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But it works. It's only $7-8.
Yeah.
And it's a reasonable amount of beer.
Well, like, here's the thing. It's malt liquor, so it actually has, like, not a horrible taste to it to me. Like,
I don't think it's bad.
Like, I've had worse beer, like Heineken or Carling.
Shut up. But, no, I would say Pabst is worse than that. Like,
Pabst is garbage.
I'd rather drink Old English than, like, Pabst or...
Like, Carling's so bad it doesn't even have a color scheme on it. It's just black and white. It's like, we don't even care. We know it's piss.
It just looks trash. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, I mean, Canadian is just, like... a little bit above.
Listen. There's going to be no slander. There's going to be absolutely no slander.
I don't hate Canadian.
Of Canadian, Molson Canadian. The only problem I have with Canadian, like Molson Canadian, is that's made by a Quebec company. But we're going to let that go. We're going to pretend like the French culture today is a real one. Also, before we get into it, by the way, our views do not reflect the views of Ryerson. We forgot to do that at the beginning.
Probably should have said that.
We should have said that at the beginning. Yeah, it's our fault. Sorry, Ryerson.
Yeah, well, they know now.
You want to go ahead and reiterate what I just said?
Yeah, our views definitely don't reflect the views of Ryerson, and Ryerson doesn't care about Old English 40s and Glorious Sons.
Yeah, they don't care about
or anything.
That's okay that we're here for the support of it. But the Glorious Sons concert, I was incredibly impressed. The lead singer, he's quite talented.
Yeah, he was. He was surprisingly good live.
Yeah. He's also, we talked about earlier, like a really, really good writer.
Yeah, no, his lyrics were really good. Like, I mean, I've listened to the Glorious Sons like a fair bit. Yeah. But like if you really like hear the lyrics and you're like, wow, that's like I think he probably writes it himself.
Yeah, I'm under the impression he probably does.
But no, it's really good.
It really speaks to small town Ontario.
Yeah, and it's really hard hitting, like
They sent the tax man. I lost my job. You got hooked on Oxycontin.
Yeah, that one's great.
They shut the lights off.
But I mean, some of the less popular songs too, just the lyrics are really well thought out, I found.
I was really hoping, because like Madison put me on to Madison, my sister, she put me onto the song Mama Which is my favorite one, where he plays a harmonica. He actually got busy on the harmonica.
He played the harmonica. Yeah.
I'm always impressed by people who can play harmonica because that shit is hard.
It seems hard. I mean, there's only like a few holes in it. And you're just like, I don't know how it works. I've never.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke, but we can't.
Yeah,
That's SpiritLive radio.
SpiritLive.
This is not that kind of show. This is like PG-10. You know what I mean? Like,
not quite.
I could say in shit and stuff like that, but I can't like blatantly just make like some sort of innuendo kind of that might get me in trouble.
Yeah.
So we're gonna avoid that one. But yeah, we have a lot in store for us today on the SpiritLive radio show, United Wastemen, 9 a.m. on Wednesday mornings. It's warm out today. I like the weather.
Yeah, the weather's a little better.
We woke up and then like I got outside and like the sun was on my face. I was like, I like this.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't awake yet.
We could. Yeah, you were not. Surprisingly, I don't know how. Like, you have coffee in the morning. Like you should stop.
I only had like half a coffee.
Let's talk about it, Shaw. Your coffee addiction.
I'm addicted to coffee.
You had 3 coffees yesterday. I hope Adam Shaw's listening.
I had to because I have 9 hours of class yesterday.
As no excuse.
That is an excuse, I think. I usually have 2 coffees, but I just had 3 yesterday. It happened.
Okay. So. No, it does happen.
Yeah.
From time to time. No, we can respect that. But yeah, we have a lot in store today. As far as music goes today, we usually have like some sort of theme for music.
Yeah.
The reason that we don't really necessarily have the coolest theme today is because we're trying to like conserve our live stream.
Well, yeah, because if we put music that's paid for, then YouTube takes our live stream down.
Yeah, because apparently we're hitting the copyright. So today we're hitting free music.
Well, yeah, are we allowed like to put like those Drake songs that came out on SoundCloud though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because like it's a free song. He sampled someone else. So he's already underneath
the
copyright
I guess
issue.
You're right.
Right. So I think we're blessed to play that song. We will
play
play
that
that
song.
For
the samples.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, we're gonna get into a little bit of Raptors talk.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the game yesterday.
I want to talk about my
couple games.
Yeah, my sports betting success.
Yeah. I thought you said your record was 4-10 or 4-12. We'll talk about that. Though.
We'll talk about that. Would you create your own account to sports bet?
No.
It makes the game more interesting.
I don't want to bet on sports.
You don't want to have to text your roommates at 12:30 at night and be like, hey guys, Anthony Davis got his 10th rebound. We're good.
Yeah, I don't want to stress about how many rebounds Anthony Davis gets, bro.
Hey, he hit the spread. All right. Taking out for dinner tonight. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we were talking a little bit earlier about like our favorite alcohol. And I feel there's one alcohol out there that definitely deserves its respect that we haven't talked about yet.
What's that?
And for those of us who have been to Ryerson and have been lucky enough to go to the Ram and the Rye, there's one drink in particular. Oh, Shaw's smiling already. Shaw, would you like to enlighten us on what drink I'm speaking of right now?
I think you might be talking about the Billy, man. Oh, the Billy.
The Billy.
Yeah, it's a Ryerson special, right? It's not found anywhere else. I think it's just at the Ram and the Rye. And what they do with that is like, 2/3, 3/4 beer, then a couple shots of
2 shots of vodka.
I think one's flavoring and one's like alcohol.
I think one's like a shooter type of thing.
Yeah,
and then the other one's like a straight, like it's like actually like a shot.
Yeah, and then like the rest orange juice.
Orange juice, yeah,
and it's delicious.
And it's like $5. And like it's not like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. It's not like super flamboyant kind of. It's not like a cocktail.
No, it's just good.
It's just good.
Tastes kind of like beer, kind of like orange juice.
It gets you drunk. But the problem is that we like to enjoy these Billies.
We do.
But one time when hanging out with Ethan's buddy Braden, we rolled up on the bar and I saw a guy there who's actually our RA in first year. We're not gonna call him.
Well, he wasn't our RA,
but he was an RA in our residence. Yes. Yeah, he was at the bar. He had visibly been there for a while, and I guess he had like some sort of midterm happened. I think earlier that day, or he had to go to one. Every time I see him, he always has some sort of test he has to do, and he's definitely not in good shape for it. Yeah. And so we get to the bar, and then Braden bought him a Billy, I think.
Well, I think he did after, but like we started purchasing some Billies, and he was like, "Well, you gotta chug those.
No,
if you're gonna have those,
if you're gonna get a Billy, you have to
chug them right here at the bar."
So we all had to like be like, "Oh, okay, so I guess we have to stand here and like down the hatch this goes."
Not enjoy the Billy at all that I was looking forward to.
The acidity just started brewing in my stomach.
Yeah,
but as far as like Wasteman, because I mean this is like our Wasteman conversation today, because we're gonna get into like more deep and heavy conversations like the intellectuals we are later.
Yeah, perhaps we will.
I want to point out one key thing to our lives that's very important, and it evolved us last night. It's called the frontwood.
Oh, so important to your life. I dabble in it.
You dabble. See, Shaw's saving something. That's dad's watching. All right. So we have this convenience store around from the corner of our house. It's this it's just like kind of like a bodega, I guess. Like it's just
sure,
like you're running the mill, has like some grocery items, has some refreshments, and then you can go back to the counter and get your like cigarettes and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So usually his name's Victor. I made like, you know, touch base with him in the first week we moved in just because he was around the corner and I wanted to know someone in the area. So Victor is definitely not named Victor. I don't think that's probably his name.
I don't know.
It's kind of like our landlord's name being Jerry. We all know it's definitely not Jerry, but that's okay. So I went in there, and every time I go in there and ask for backwoods, because like I like to roll like my oregano and backwoods, just because the flavor is better. The flavor is better, right?
Yeah.
So I usually get like the flavored backwoods, like the exotics. I try to find. You know, haven't found the Russian creams, but we'll talk about that later. Every time I go in there, he tries to like sell me the frontwoods, which is like an off-brand of backwoods, which is like the funniest shit ever. So like he sold me them, I guess, and they're actually better. Like they don't taste as good, and they don't smoke as good, but they're easier to roll, which kind of makes me sound like a bitch on there. But
I mean, they don't taste terrible.
They don't taste terrible, no, but they don't leave like a bad taste in my mouth. I'm very satisfied with them. Anyways, this we'll call this our first block.
Our first block, yeah, that was pretty much.
We'll call us our first block.
Yeah,
we'll keep the viewers interested. So a little bit after this, we're gonna get into a little bit of Raptors talk, a little sports talk.
Yeah.
Shaw, do you want to go ahead and introduce the people to this next song I'm about to play?
Yeah. So this song is one of the 2 songs Drake recently dropped on SoundCloud, and it's called "When to Say When." It's a great track. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Somebody hit me today and they were like, nah, just make sure, you know, you tell me what to do when I get there, you know. I said I respect you. No problem. I got all these blessings just to give it to others anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My hand's always open. For real. Hey, 33 years I gave that to the game. 33 mil, I say that for the rain. 500 weeks, I feel the charts with my pain. 500 mil and I fall back in the 6. Finally give you niggas the space you need to exist. Michael Jackson shit, but the palace is not for kids. Still women saying it's childish the way we live. Brought a few W's to the 6. Baby mama fluke, but I love her for who she is. Baby Wayne and Ted's responsible for this shit. Half the time I question my consciousness in this shit. Other times I question if compliments are legit. Full time I'm out here confident as a bitch. Trying to make good on the promises that I give. Trying to make sure my accomplices are legit. Register the business in my brother's name. 3,500 in a pocket that should cover things. Certified lover man, trapping out the motherland. Always move right, so my watch is on the other hand. She could try and play it down now, but she was a fan. People want to know what's in my pockets, they don't understand. My assistant always finding Percocet and rubber bands. Know my mom might not want to hear how I discover plans. Word to Sandra Graham, no one love you like your mother can. I watch Michael Rubin win $1 million off a couple hands. I decide what to see next like it's on demand. I decide what to be next like I'm switching plans. I'ma tell you what you feel next like the weatherman. I will split heads and break necks for my little man. 6 God praying hands like I'm a religious man, but I'm just a sicker man.
30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit. Windy city, she blowing me kisses, no. 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Will I see you at the show tonight?
Hey. Truck to the plane to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's up. Area code in my phone. What numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good. switch up to look around, find one to seem my type. Damn, my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight, then I go and treat her too nice. Galleria credit card swipes, I don't even know if she a wife. But I do know one thing, no. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday grow. Till then, I'll sit my drunk ass on that runway on this one way.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit. Windy City, she blowing me kisses, no. 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight?
All right, that was Chicago Freestyle by Drake, which is the other song he released on SoundCloud recently. Both two very good.
Yeah, we did both because
Tracks.
I was feeling entitled to both because I like the Chicago Freestyle better. We were just talking about this.
They're both. I like them both, but
They're both
I like
good.
When to Say When better, just because I really like the way that you say you don't like the way it has like a southern like pop to it. I like the way it like bounces.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I can respect that opinion for sure. But yeah, we're gonna segue right into some. Speaking of Drake, because
Speaking of Drake,
the Six God and his Raptors team, they were on a slump.
yeah,
They
they
had
lost a few games.
They had lost, I believe, was it 3 straight?
I think 3. Yeah,
They lost to Milwaukee. They lost to Charlotte by like 1.
And then they lost to the Nuggets.
And then they lost to the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So it was a tough scene if you're a Raptors fan. But last night they emerged victorious against the Lost Suns.
They did, which is not an incredible feat, but still good.
For anybody that's in university, they know that you can't afford cable. Actually, most people can't afford food, so they just kind of sleep it off. But so what we do, like most university students, I hate to admit this because I am a sport media student, and like, you know, if the more people that illegally stream like sports and stuff like that, the less work I'm gonna have in my life.
Yeah, but I think you'll still have enough work.
I'll figure it out. But granted, the only way we are able to watch like streams at all, like any sporting event, is like through Reddit live streams. So I'm gonna plug the link anyways for anybody like watching. It's Adams 4 Live. If you want to watch basketball, go to Reddit. It's Adam Silver 4 Live. Check it out. But yeah, so we were watching the Reddit stream last night. But the cool thing about the Reddit streams, compared to like other streaming services I might use, like Streams to Watch and stuff like that, that's out of the UK, is that the Reddit streams, they don't have commercials. So everything, everything that happens on the time, like TV timeouts, the commercial timeouts, the halftime show, all of that, we get to see it because we see everything that's fed to the live feed on the Jumbotron. Right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it certainly is. Most of it's kind of weird. I mean, last night was a little kind of a weird night.
It was a weird night. It was the Lost Suns night, which I actually found out recently, like in the late 2000s, they started the Lost Suns in Phoenix because of like some sort of like internment, like what's called a detention camp that they built for like people trying to cross the border in Arizona. So
that makes sense.
The Phoenix Suns were trying to like support that cause, which I thought was interesting.
I think their mascot's kind of weird though.
Why do they have a gorilla? Why do the Phoenix Suns have a gorilla? Like, dog, that makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
It's just kind of creepy, man.
I respect that the Raptors legitimately have a Toronto Raptor mascot.
Yeah, no, and the suit actually looks like a mascot rather than just like some weird guy in a gorilla suit.
Yeah, there's a lot of like that though. Like, there's a lot of teams that don't have like a mascot that like resembles at all. like, but what do you do if you're the Miami Heat? Like, what do you are? Like, just like a flame?
I don't know. Yeah, just fire.
Just fire. Whatever.
It's like a big basketball on fire.
If anyone gets a chance, check out the New Orleans Pelicans mascot. That's the scariest.
What is
mascot. It's terrifying. Like, it's literally looks like the worst like character you can make on like Sesame
But it is
Street.
a pelican. Though.
It's like Big Bird, but like on crack. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like.
That's funny.
Anyway, speaking of the Raptors, they got a big W last night, 123 to 114. OG Anunoby, I called it. He was going to have a good big fourth quarter, come and close out the game.
He did.
I prophesized it.
And Siakam and Kyle both had big games.
Yes, they did. Siakam, he was balling. Kyle Lowry, I just love. It's hard not to love Kyle Lowry.
You gotta love Kyle.
I'm standing at 5'11". Shout out Adam Shaw. Kyle Lowry is an absolute stud, and I would love nothing more for him to win another championship this season.
Yeah.
You know what? He deserves to be at the weight he is. It is what it is. I
He's
respect
great,
him,
man. And we were talking about like his contract he has this year and next year, right?
Yeah. So the way we understood it is that after the championship, he had 1 year left on his contract. So after winning the championship, they just signed an extension so that he'd be signed on for next year as well.
Yeah, he's still making over 30 million both years.
Pascal Siakam signed a big contract this offseason, but that contract doesn't kick in until next season. So right now he's still on that, like, not the rookie deal he's on, but he's on like the minimum kind of contract that he signed for. So after this season, I think he gets bumped up to that like 180 million over like 4 years or some shit. Yeah, because he was on the Serge Ibaka's How Hungry Are You? And Serge was like, oh, your big contract, like you should be taking us all out for dinner and stuff. Pascal's like, no, it doesn't kick in until next year. I thought that was funny. Norman Powell's been playing really well recently.
He just got back.
Yeah, he's been finding like more of a rhythm from the 3-point line. He's actually averaging 15 points per game. So shout out Norman Powell. Love the way they see that he's hooping. And bright future for the Raptors. I don't know. We get hype over one win over the Phoenix Suns. This is what happens.
Yeah, well, you know what? We had a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
But they were doing well before that. I don't know. I think they'll be fine. It just sucks to see them lose to the actually good teams, like they lose to the Bucks, they lose to the Nuggets, and then it's like that's what I'm worried about because how are they going to fare in the playoffs if they lose to those teams? And
it's also a shame that we haven't gone to see a Raptors game yet.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Raptors games are a great experience.
Yeah, I haven't been to one. So
you haven't been to a Raptors game?
No, I haven't been to a Raptors game.
You've never been to a Raptors game?
No, I've told you this, but we should go.
We should go. That's a shame. I was going to swear on but I'm not going to. I praise the Lord. I went to Catholic school.
Oh.
We should, however, go to a Raptors game.
We should, however.
And we should sit in the 300s. I don't respect people that sit in the 100s.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah, or we go like sit next to Drizzy. It is what it is. You know?
Just
that'd be a pretty hot take.
Pull a little more of a loan out on OSAP and go sit beside Driz.
Speaking of OSAP, they finally got my money back to me, and then right after that happens, Mr. Geek Squad. Shout out Geek Squad. This is a great situation, right? So, what was it? Yes, it was yesterday, right? Yesterday when I realized.
Yeah.
But I think it all happened like in late February. So, Geek Squad felt like, so I have a Geek Squad like insurance like thing for my laptop. So like every month I pay like $30-something bucks just in case my friend spills beer on my laptop.
Yeah, that was a one-time thing last year. Can't let it go.
So if you get beer spilling on your laptop, you can go get it like replaced or fixed, and it's covered because you have insurance. You pay the $30 a month or whatever. Last month, due to credit card troubles I have, the payment didn't necessarily go through. And then Geek Squad decided that they want to charge me 29 times in 1 month.
Yeah.
Which amounted to $987. So I call Geek Squad. I'm like, hey man, is there any reason why you took $1,000 out of my bank account? And the guy on the phone was like, oh. So that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
great.
No
so
doubt.
you have 5 days to fix that, or else I'm dropping out of school. So shout out Geek Squad though. But it's been a financially tough year.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You have really struggling.
You have your budgeting app now.
Yeah, I just got a budgeting app. It's called Mint. Yeah, heard about it from our friend Talia, actually.
From our friend Talia.
Yeah.
We will eventually be having Talia on our show.
Yes.
Not Alex. Alex
Alex will also be coming.
Alex is watching right now, we're pretty sure.
Yeah,
so that's why we're talking shit about Alex. We have, I think there's 2 friends of ours that are watching right now. We're gonna shut them out real quick.
Okay.
Our roommate Alex.
Yeah.
And my friend from my hometown, Kaylin, she's watching, I think. But those are our 2 listeners right now. Like I guess they're viewing.
The live stream.
We may have so many more on the SpiritLive.
I bet.
yeah, I bet. That's funny. So man, it's been a financially tough year. It is what is the second year, but next year we're looking to get into a more cost efficient living space.
Yeah, Neil Wyzik.
Yeah, we should get into a little bit of Neil Wyzik talk, man. So as far as living goes in Toronto, it's very difficult to find living accommodations that are sensible, affordable, safe, because what you're looking for is affordable, safe, and proximity, right?
That's what
the 3 main
woman
things.
told us last year.
And what did we give up?
We didn't really give up anything, but I guess if one thing is lacking, it's the neighborhood.
It's the neighborhood we live in.
but it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. We don't live in a necessarily dangerous neighborhood. We live in a troubled neighborhood, I'd say. Definitely you like have a higher risk of maybe getting your stuff taken from you maybe in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like order things to your door.
Yeah. I've had stuff stolen out of our mailbox before. But that definitely is an issue that we have. But I don't ever feel like, oh, I'm gonna get like shanked walking down the street.
Yeah, no, it's not dangerous. It's just like, you know, there are issues.
Yeah,
sure.
there are definitely issues. And I don't like necessarily love walking on that Dundas Sherborne quarter where the safe injection site is. Like,
yeah, it's a bit much.
Like I'll walk through there during the day because like there's other like, you know, normal citizens walking around that aren't doing crack. But like at night, it's usually just the crackheads. And like, you know, I don't like poor visibility. It's already dark out. Don't need to do that.
Yeah, and it would be nice if, like you said, like they're all out there on the sidewalk. Why don't they just open the other door in the parking lot?
I don't understand because they have a side back entrance, but all of them choose instead to block the sidewalk and, you know, just infest it with their crackheadery.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. It's a little bit aggressive. Contributes to the worry that some passersby might have.
Some passersby, yeah. Usually when I have like people like I like invite over to the apartment, they're like, oh, like yeah, like it just says to walk along Dundas. I'm like, don't walk on Dundas.
Yeah, just go to Shooter.
That's okay. Hey, listen, take Shooter.
Yeah,
Shooter's a great place to be. Or you know, we also do the like we fly Ontario to Gerrard sometimes.
Yeah,
that's also a good route. You know what I mean? But we had that one guy. So we had a party. We did a Betty White birthday party.
We did.
For her 98th birthday because we couldn't come up with a theme for our birthday. For our party. And apparently, according to Talia, every party has to have a theme.
Yeah.
Or else it's not cool.
It's a requirement.
It's not cool enough. So we did a Betty White one, and there was a kid that like rode a what's that called? It's like a hoverboard, but it was the one that goes like sideways.
One wheel, I think
it was a one-wheel hoverboard, but it was sideways.
Yeah.
He lives at that corner, which means that he drove that thing through that neighborhood. Like, could you imagine?
That's funny, man. Like, I imagine you get chirped on the way over.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's also like not a super safe thing to ride on because like it's not like someone can just like push you off and take it. You know what I mean? Like.
They could, yeah.
Yeah. They just get on it and fly away. Like,
yeah,
they have
it's not super fast.
Yeah, definitely an easy vehicle to steal.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you're going like a little faster than a walking person. Just push them off.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. Should we get another song in here?
I think we're gonna end the second block now. We're gonna go ahead and transition, and I think after this break, we're gonna get into a little bit of more of a deeper discussion,
perhaps
about some issues that we're facing currently worldwide. I think it's gonna be hard for us to not talk about the coronavirus. I think it's gotten to a point where it's almost like something that you can't like not speak on.
Yeah, it's worth talking about. So we're gonna get a song in, and then we'll get to that.
What are we feeling right now, my man?
I don't know, man. I chose the last ones.
Oh, Shaw chose the last one, so now Pogue is up, eh?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Let me just disappoint all the parents out there for anybody that's gonna watch, because that's just what Pogue does. Anyways, guys, this is United Wastemen on SpiritLive Radio. You're listening to Ethan Shaw and Ethan Pogue at 9 a.m. in the morning. This song right here is a little tune called School High by Joey Badass and Pereira. We'll be right after this break.
For sure.
We do wrong, nigga. Motherfucker, CJ, you ugly, nigga. Desi not eating, nigga. This nigga wrong. This nigga ugly, nigga. Just like that, nigga. I'm hot shit. To blaze or not to blaze, that is the question. First day of school, later at the suspension. Shit, my principal a hater, man, cause I'm a great debater, and my principal's a traitor. Sorry, hater, catch me later. No need to be loud and obnoxious, know the loud in my pockets ain't allowed, but I watched it. Open up my mind and my chakra so my conscience could block this topic, so drop it. I'ma make my way to first class. Gotta keep it blunt, though I always pass. See honeys in the hallway pass. They all got class, so they get high grades for ass. Gas, got it in the bag, something serious. Know it's gonna last, nigga fucking A, period. We smoking every ounce till we permanently delirious. Sorry teachers with reefer, I can't take this serious. Y'all went to high school, I went to school high. Y'all went to high school, ooh, I went to school high. Y'all went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga. Y'all went to high school, I went to school high. Y'all went to high school, ooh, I went to school high. Y'all went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga. My empire burning, no fire learning.
We see nothing with open eyes. I'm scoping lies. I vocalize just to close these rifts, these broken ties. Oh my, he's over the skies. I'm so high. Feel like heaven is mine. Don't blow my HIGHTHC to feel great. Feel like I'm living that dream state. Your purpose. Are you a blessing or curse? Curse these demons. I spit like furnace to ward them off. I walk this surface alone. Lone wolf, super slacker. Dom Lewis, yeah, he packer. Quite a punch when he's rappers. Talk shit and try to act up. Master dude is free. See slacker, don't hop on tracks unless I feel like they need me. See, I need her, my knees be easy. Been there before and temptation constantly tease me. Back in my real classrooms, I got brain to get past school. See, I went to school high, cruising in the morning to get me to where I'm going. But now the era crew popping, we chop it up while we touring. What up?
Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga. Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga.
Yo, as I asked Joe in the hallways of Brooklyn College, and now an image of a pothead that's just about to blow when he hit the microphone, man, you gotta hear the rhymes, your shots, I lost in the sauce and pasta. My green thumb touched a leaf beyond the cigarello, put me in a coma for days as a sleeping weller. I was never blind, my nigga, I've been open the window, too much smoke whipping here like Willow, mine is still on the pillow. Shit, god damn, just to think, hot 97 and there's still roaches on in my sink. As the clock ticked too much hours, I'll be in glorious pink. And I was aware, my nigga, that's what I fucking did. We on the same page just to get ahead in. And now I got my head in, and now I'm just ahead in. I never came in second, steady getting my blessings, nigga.
Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga. Yeah, I went to high school. I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school. Ooh, I went to school high. Yeah, I went to high school, but I went to school high, nigga.
I got shit in there.
This is a great track, man.
Yeah,
I love some Joey
Real laid
Badass.
back. That's early Joey Badass.
That's like the pro era Joey Badass, which we respect and love.
Yeah.
No Joey Badass slander. That's what we want to hear.
Joey Badass is great.
This is the future.
So we wanted to get into a serious world health issue right now.
Yeah, man. So COVID-19, I said coronavirus earlier, and
it is the coronavirus. That's what people call it.
Yes, but the important thing about not saying coronavirus is that it's kind of stigmatizes it, and sometimes can be like racially charged, which is like kind of similar to like the people calling it like Ebola and gets like associated with like African people. Same thing.
Yeah.
Coronavirus gets now associated with Asian people, so I want to make sure that I call it COVID-19 because it's not associated with any race of people.
Yeah.
So my apologies.
And
again, our views do not reflect those of Ryerson, so my bad, Ryerson.
And I heard Corona, like the beer company, has lost a bunch of money.
They've lost upwards of like
a lot,
like 1,700,
I don't know,
like a lot.
There's a lot of money.
I saw like a big number. Like
I saw a big number too.
There was a lot of zeros.
I saw zeros.
I saw 17 and like a bunch of zeros.
There's like probably like 8 or 9 zeros.
Like
there.
even Nelk boys couldn't save them. You know what I mean? Like usually Nelk boys are out there representing Rona season boys, and like
I mean, at least maybe like the price will drop for a bit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some cheaper Rona season this. Hey, we might get
the
cheaper.
Summer might be a cheaper.
It might be Rona season this summer.
It might. Anyway, but back to COVID-19. Apparently, there's according to the government of Canada, their website, it says that there's 30 cases in Canada.
Yeah, and I think how many resulted in death?
Confirmed cases.
Is there any that resulted in death?
I don't think in Canada.
I think in Canada we're mint
so far.
Yeah. However, at the point right now, there's 39,805 active cases. There's 54,538 closed cases. The death rate is going up currently, but the death percentage is 3.4%, which also reflects what's happening in is it Wuhan, China? Yeah, which reflects how much is coming out there. Now, if I'm correct me if I'm mistaken on this one, but I believe the disease started from some sort of restaurant where they were feeding people bats.
Or
did I hear that incorrectly from Six Buzz?
No, I think they put that up, but I don't think that's fact. I think they found out it was from like this food market, and it's from like just from various animals, like wild animals.
Right.
So they've actually created a ban on the consumption of wild animals in China right now.
Yeah, I think they're also looking to ban the eating of cats and dogs too.
Yeah, I think that's involved in that ban.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a law yet. I think they're trying to make it a law, but I think it's just like a ban right now.
I think that would be good for like the overall health of the people of China.
Yeah.
In general. I feel like I'm not gonna be like sitting here and pretend like to be biggest like PETA activist and like save the animals. I do still eat chicken. So
yeah.
It is what it is.
But yeah, it's probably best.
But the coronavirus is relatively scary because like I think just yesterday the NBA like sent out a memo to all the players saying that they should regularly like wash their hands and stop giving high fives. They should only do fist bumps now. And that stuff's kind of scary. And like all like the NBA players are like tweeting out on Twitter stuff like that, being like, "Hey everybody!" Like they like some guy like retweeted like a photo of how to properly like wash your hands and stuff like that. Like
wow,
it's definitely like a fearful thing right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are worried about it. I think I saw like a YouTube video yesterday about like just saying what to do to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
In case it like becomes worse.
Yeah, well, like right now, if I'm looking at China's obviously like the number one, like it's the ground zero, I guess. Yeah. Call it. They had a total of 80,282 cases. They have 2,981 deaths. They have 38 new deaths today. And they have 27,301 active cases. But I think was the problem with the coronavirus. I think it took so long for the people to realize that they were sick and carrying it. Is that like it allowed it to spread across the world?
Yeah, for like a week or two, right?
Yeah, and then people were getting on flights and then like flying across the world, right? I think there was a situation where there's like a flight coming directly near like Wuhan, China, and went to Trent. I think, and all those people on where's Trent? It's like next to Belleville,
Peterborough.
No, that's Trent University. I always got confused.
Oh, you're talking about like
there's a city called Trent. Yeah. So like, for those out there who don't know, the Trent University is in Peterborough, but Trent, the city or like town, is next to Belleville on the water. Trent. It's okay. And there's like a military base there. That's like I think why like it landed in.
So there was a case on there?
Yeah, no, I don't think there was a case, but like all those people that are on that flight had to stay at like a Trent like facility. Or like near like the military base, and they all had to be like processed and like checked for symptoms and stuff like that, and then they're like eventually allowed to leave. But definitely like I appreciate the precautionary like sort of measures people are taking.
For sure, it's important.
Can't say that I love the representation. I saw a post yesterday of the New York Daily or something like that posted an article about like a new case of COVID-19 in New York. But the problem I had with it is that they posted a photo of like an Asian dude with a mask on, and like the person who had the case wasn't even Asian. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like they're like people are like really busy trying to like target.
For sure. I'm sure there's a bunch of that in the media, because that's where they're definitely, if you're not from China, you're like some media that's not from China, you're definitely trying to make it seem like it's a bigger deal over there than over here. Right?
Yeah. And like this is like we don't get this a lot because I remember like growing up. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 diseases ever that like scared the world kind of. I remember swine flu was one.
Yeah, swine
flu. Did you remember swine? It's like H1N1 or something like that. I had that.
You had that?
I had that for like a week. I was like, I was in a coma, bro. It was bad. Like I asked my parents about it. I was like the sickest I've ever been. I was like 8 years old. Like, no, that was a good, like the way my brain was like functioning and stuff. Like if I like laid on my back, I felt like I was sliding down like a slide backwards. You know what I mean? Like I was insane. And I was like,
wow.
I was like 8 years old, and like my mom would bring me like hot like drinks and stuff like that to the basement where I was camped out in the summer, and I was just like binge watching Star Wars films. Shout out Star Wars. That got me through a lot when I was in 3rd grade. Which is kind of weird. I don't watch Star Wars anymore. Who watches?
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but I do like Star Wars.
No, it is what it is. Swine flu is scary. Ebola wasn't much of a worry, but Ebola was weird because like some dude there's like 2 people. I remember Dave Chappelle saying this. There was like 2 guys in the States who like got it, and one dude was like this like high up doctor, and this other dude was like this like brother from like and like this guy
Dallas.
From the Dallas. He's like he got the doctor got the secret serum from the government, but the brother in Dallas got nothing.
I was saying like what happened to the brother in Dallas?
What happened to the brother in Dallas?
It was less of a worry, I think, in North America, Ebola.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm again, like, I feel like in Canada it was a little bit of a worry for a while. I feel like I know my family's worried. Like Madison was texting me and being like, "Hey man, like wash your hands, cover your face, and stuff like that. Don't go in public, don't touch people." I was like, "Okay, dude, it's fine. Like I'm not in Wuhan, China. Like,
yeah,
I'll be okay."
Yeah, it's probably okay right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get worse. But.
Yeah, no, man. But as far as I know, I think it's under control. But apparently, like our stock markets have taken a huge plummet because of it too.
Yeah, I guess like, well, I was reading this article in Business yesterday, and it was just about like Beyond Meat and how like they were trying to expand to China, like for production, but that's kind of been halted because of coronavirus. So I'm sure there are other companies that are their like business has been messed up because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, and like the lack of transportation, because like they're kind of like on a travel restriction, I think, in China right now, like about like how many people can like leave
probably
and stuff like that. So I remember seeing like a graphic the other day of like the amount of pollution that's over China, and it was like all like red, like from like 2018's graphic, because like obviously like there's no problems with transportation, everybody was moving about, and then now if you look at a graphic of there's barely like any pollution of like nitrogen and stuff like that in the air, which is kind of interesting too.
Yeah, it's
like if you actually put your mind to it, like we could stop global warming, but that's okay.
With coronavirus.
Hey, we get enough coronavirus out there, we might be able to stop like global warming.
Yeah, but we might all die.
That's worth it, dog. There's too many of us.
Yeah.
What's that billboard thing? Too many of us.
Too many.
It's way too many. That's how I feel when I'm at Yonge and Dundas Square.
Too many of us.
I hate Yonge and Dundas Square.
There's a few people there.
Yeah. Well, also speaking of Yonge and Dundas Square, I got my buddy. I'm gonna shout him out real quick. He's currently starting his rap career. I want to shout him out. We might play a song by him eventually in the future. My friend Tanner Beebe from Port Hope, Ontario. He has been religiously reaching Yonge and Dundas Square like Abel used to do, Mr. The Weeknd.
Oh yeah,
and he goes out there and he performs his songs and stuff like that, kind of at that corner where they do like the Jesus thing.
Oh yeah,
they scream on the amplifiers and like the Lord will save you.
Yeah, and sometimes like people play drums.
No one else can repent your sins like Jesus.
And get like a free Quran. Yeah,
I like the Quran guy because he's show. Like he doesn't bother anybody. He doesn't have an amplifier. He's not trying to do the most. He's like, if you want one, you can have one. You know, like that's
respectful.
I like that. But the Jesus guy, like, you know, like the Bible thumpers, like they're really.
Yeah, I don't understand the microphones.
The microphone, like, I don't know why you got to yell at us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
there's no reason for that.
Like, shouldn't like other than Jesus thing, like if like you know if it's like his prophecies are true, like we'll listen to him. Like you don't need to force it on us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I feel like
it's a little ridiculous.
I feel like it's much like my Catholic high school. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to force the Jesus on us too much.
Everybody has their own beliefs. I don't really believe in forcing it on other people.
Yeah, no. I'm chill. I'm chill with all religions. Like I'm like, he's completely entitled to free speech and freedom of religion to go out there and do that. I just think that if he actually wants to get people like to, you know, buy into the system of Jesus Christ,
don't scream it at him.
Don't scream at me, dog. Yeah. I'm good.
Doesn't really make people want to join.
No, like they're out there like some girls like dressing some skimpier outfits. Like they're like calling them out, like calling them like some derogatory names.
Yeah,
I was like, you don't need to do that.
There's no like who's gonna. It's just weird. It's like why would people support that?
Yeah. People like just stand around and take videos of them and they think that, like, you know, they're getting exposure they want, but in reality, like, you know, people are just making fun of them.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. That happens from time to time. Well, man, you got about
5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll throw a song on the end though, just to exit us out. As far as this week has coming up for school, man, we got to do a group presentation.
We do. We have a pop culture presentation together, me and you and Callie and Alex.
We're doing on transgenderism, which
transgender transitions in the digital age. Yes
sir. Shaw got it right. That's the reading we have to do. I have not done the reading yet.
We were going to do it.
Granted though, that's not the topic I wanted.
I know you wanted Scientology.
I wanted Scientology, dog. Scientology is hilarious.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very hilarious.
It's definitely more interesting. Okay, I can't say that's like it's kind of.
I mean, it's fine to find that more interesting.
I find Scientology more interesting than transgenderism in the digital age.
Which is fine.
Which is okay.
But we're gonna do a presentation on that, and it's gonna be good and informative.
And you know what? Shout out Claudia Smith, who's in our group.
Yeah, shout out Claudia.
She looks like an intelligent young woman who's gonna carry the presentation. They immediately looked at me and Shaw and said, "You know what? You guys can do? You can open up the presentation and discuss the terms, the dangerous terms, and then we'll do the real talking." And
they'll talk about the show we're analyzing, which we can't obviously disclose our presentation hasn't happened yet.
We can't because all of our listeners are in our class too. We have
we have a whole lot of people listening.
All 2 of them.
Yeah,
shout out.
I don't even know if they're still listening. Like maybe Alex stopped listening.
There's no way. They're definitely like on their phones.
She probably listened for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, her like Beats like headphones that look like
the Bose ones that hang out of her ears.
Yeah, those ones are so ugly. Dog. I'm gonna call her right now. Like,
they're not ugly, but she doesn't wear them right. They just fall out of her ears.
She doesn't have big enough ears, and then like the way her ears look with those, I don't know. It's hard not to make fun of her.
Yeah, they're funny. They're a little funny.
Yeah, and I love doing this right now because like we can talk all this shit about Alex, and there's nothing she can do to stop us, and it's recorded.
Probably not even like.
There's no way, not a chance. Get AirPods, Alex. Stop being poor.
Bose is actually like
a better quality sound.
Better quality sound.
Yeah, but they're less convenient because they're not AirPods, and if they're not Apple, then it's not real.
I don't know how long they last though. Like they probably, I don't know what their battery life's like, but I assume the bass is better because they're a little bulkier, right? So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to tell, but like I think the AirPods are the superior.
I like AirPods too.
I know you have some.
Neither
of us really paid for AirPods.
Well, I paid for them, but not a full price. Like I just bought them off my little brother. Shout out my little brother.
I guess I kind of paid for mine, but like I didn't necessarily.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about that?
No, we're never talking about how I got married. I remember like I went home and my mom was like, "So how'd you get those AirPods?" And like my sister's like, I just went super. I'm like, Madison, don't say a goddamn word.
Dude, that's hilarious. I wish we could talk about that, but we probably shouldn't.
We're not going to talk about how Ethan got his AirPods, but I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to end this show.
Yeah,
it is what it is. This is the end of our United Wastemen. This is our 4th episode, actually, but this is probably the first one that people actually like are going to see.
Yeah, this is the first one we advertised. Only the 3rd one we have recorded. So
yeah,
but yeah,
it is what it is. Well, Shaw, I want to thank you for coming on today.
Hey, thanks for coming on as well, man.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah, thanks for having me on your show.
No, it's great doing this with you. I love you, man. All right, what? This has been United Wastemen. We'll see you guys next week. Right. Shaw, you want to give us a little sign off?
Yeah, you pretty much did it, but yeah, thanks for listening, those 3 people, and yeah, we're gonna get a song to close out here. So see you guys next week.
Smoking, name dropping, go sound like a prince. Motherfucking mother, shut your mouth. Still a chain smoking, name dropping. Good looking, motherfucking mother, shut your mouth. Brain broken, Frank Ocean is mistake. Inside wood grain, gripping, dripping, mother, shut your mouth. Somebody pray for the guy, oh Lord. I wonder what Michael's on. Something damn it, new and shit, rapping, trapping, tripping, sitting, sipping, gluing, chewing, Michael done. Should've died, yelling, YOLO was a lion, you a lion, wonder why you wanna die so young. You and I look just alike, and I'm afraid that this one right, I might be like I'm not alright or song. Lot of nigga wanna go out with a bang, but I ain't tryna go out the door. So I ain't tryna go out the door. Got a lot of ideas to throw out the door. Last chance joint, gotta be a dance joint from an introspective, drugged out standpoint. Throw bands joint, wanna hold hands joint. Old school for my old man joint. Still a chain smoking, name dropping, good looking, motherfucking mother, shut your mouth. Rain broken, Frank Ocean is stay inside, wood break, tripping, mother, shut your mouth. This part right here, right now, right here, this part my shit. I played it so loud in the car, I forget to park my whip. I lean back, this part my shit. I turn up, I talk my shit. Hope you love all of my shit. I hope you love all of my shit. Down, like the rain. Oh, the chopper. Oh, the chopper.